Cancel culture has become a ubiquitous term in recent years, used to describe the act of public shaming, boycotting, or ostracizing individuals or groups who have been called out for problematic behavior. The phenomenon has sparked intense debates about freedom of speech, social justice, and moral responsibility. However, a growing body of scientific research sheds light on the social and psychological processes underlying cancel culture and its implications for individuals and society. One prominent example of cancel culture is the case of comedian Louis C.K, who was accused of sexual misconduct by several women in 2017. As a result of the allegations, Louis C.K faced significant backlash, including the cancellation of his upcoming projects, the removal of his TV show from streaming platforms, and the cancellation of his comedy tour. While some argued that the consequences were justified, others criticized the cancel culture movement for not allowing for forgiveness or redemption. Another example is the case of journalist Kevin Williamson, who was hired by The Atlantic in 2018 but was quickly fired after controversial remarks he made in the past resurfaced. Williamson had previously written an article advocating for the death penalty for women who have abortions, which sparked outrage and calls for his cancellation. While some argued that Williamson's views were unacceptable and harmful, others criticized the cancel culture movement for not allowing for diverse opinions and free speech. Another example of cancel culture is the case of actress Gina Carano, who was fired from her role in the popular TV series, The Mandalorian, after posting controversial comments on social media. Carano had compared the treatment of conservatives in the US to the persecution of Jews during the Holocaust, which led to accusations of anti-Semitism and calls for her cancellation. While some applauded the decision to hold Carano accountable for her views, others criticized the cancel culture movement for being too quick to judge and punish. These examples illustrate the complexities of cancel culture and the different perspectives that surround it. While cancel culture can be a powerful tool for holding individuals and institutions accountable, it can also be misused or abused, leading to unintended consequences and harm. To address these issues, we need to approach cancel culture with empathy, nuance, and critical thinking, and to engage in respectful dialogue that allows for diverse perspectives and voices to be heard. According to social psychologists, cancel culture can be viewed as a form of social punishment, aimed at enforcing social norms and values. It serves as a mechanism for maintaining social order and punishing deviant behavior, especially among those who hold power and influence. Cancel culture can also be seen as a way of expressing collective outrage and mobilizing social movements, such as the hashtag #MeToo or Black Lives Matter movements, to demand social change. However, critics argue that cancel culture can have negative consequences, such as promoting a culture of fear and censorship, where people are afraid to express their opinions or make mistakes for fear of being cancelled. Cancel culture can also lead to online harassment, bullying, and doing, where individuals' personal information is shared publicly without their consent, putting them at risk of harm or violence. Moreover, some scholars point out that cancel culture can perpetuate systemic inequalities, as it may disproportionately target marginalized groups who are already facing discrimination and marginalization. For example, women, people of color, LGBTQ+ individuals, and people with disabilities may be more likely to be cancelled due to their identity, beliefs, or behavior, which can reinforce stereotypes and further marginalize them. To address these complex issues, it is important to approach cancel culture with empathy and understanding. We need to engage in respectful dialogue and listen to diverse perspectives, including those who have been cancelled or marginalized. We also need to recognize the power dynamics involved in cancel culture, and how they can be shaped by social, economic, and political factors. For example, social media platforms, algorithms, and media outlets may play a role in amplifying or suppressing certain voices or narratives, which can affect who gets cancelled and why. Furthermore, we need to explore the ethical dimensions of cancel culture, such as the balance between accountability and forgiveness, the role of intention and context, and the limits of free speech. Cancel culture raises important questions about how we define and enforce social norms, how we balance individual rights and social responsibilities, and how we navigate the complexities of living in a diverse and interconnected world. Let us know what you think in the comments.